All right? We're the Hebrew Israelites coming week in, week out. To prophesy the downfall and destruction of this wicked kingdom, known as spiritual Babylon, daughter of Babylon, spiritual Sodom and Egypt, which I would say is America. First and foremost, we want to start off by saying Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh Shai,
Barakatah Yahweh Shai,
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh
Barakatah
Shai,
Yahweh Shai,
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh
Barakatah
Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
All praises to
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, who rule well. Peace and salutations to all the sincere Akim, enduring afflictions, making their calling and election sure. All right? Because this is a high time, man. Prophecies are popping like popcorn, like my brothers say, man. You know, we got the Space Force, all right, running rampant, man. You know, we understand, hey, man, this is ultimately Esau about to go to war with who the world calls Christ, man. All right, whose name is Yahweh Shai, man. You know, you got rumors of wars going on, man. You know, it's a lot of things going, man, every day. We're getting closer to getting delivered out of here, man. You know, so you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, all right, who still from the line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob need to repent before it's too late.
Yep. This try to Trump is kind of high.
Okay. That's why I put the camera.
This second Ezra, chapter 13, verse 1. And it came to pass at this second Ezra, chapter 13, verse 1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him.
See, this is talking about the chariots, man. The chariots of the Most High, man. That's a lot of chariots, all right? I mean, this is something that's been seen, man. You know, the Pentagon, you know, they're revealing, all right, what's, you know, deemed as unidentified aerial phenomenon, all right? This is something that's not a conspiracy theory, all right? You know, this is something that, you know, people were scoffing and laughing at, all the UFOs, people with the aluminum foil on their head and all that. Nah, man, this is real life stuff, man. All right, this is something that ultimately is part of prophecies. It's something that was written thousands of years ago. This is something that we see, man. This is part of that vision, you know, that's being made plain upon tables, man.
This Psalms chapter 67, Salakia. This is Psalms chapter 68, verse 17. The chariots of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is among them, as in Sinai in the holy place.
Come on, man. See? So this is something that ultimately, this is going to be our vehicles of salvation to get delivered out of here, man. You know, in Revelations 11, it tells, you know, come up hither. All right? Men of the Lord are going to be beamed up, you know? As, you know, in the movies, it talks, you know, it shows people getting beamed up. All right? It's going to be similar to that, you know? And just like Independence Day, you know, it's going to be that beam, man. It's going to be a destruction to the rest of these people, man.
That's the spirit, because I was just watching that movie War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds.
And it was crazy, man.
I started watching it. I ain't finished it, but yeah, with Tom Cruise.
Yeah, They was getting their ass beamed up, which, you know, that's that Purge the Rebel doctrine. They had them getting beamed up just to get. But hey, man, they was zapping people to powder though, man. Like you said. You know, you're gonna have brothers getting beamed up, and you're gonna have those getting beamed up, getting beamed to powder. You know.
Yeah, that's exactly. Hey, man, you know, Esau, he ain't creative, man. All he doing is taking these accounts, all right, and he's putting them in, you know what I'm saying, in the visual. You know, he knows the prophecies, man. You know. On with these elite Baker families, man. They know what's up, man.
Yeah.
Satan, right? He know if he had but a short time, man. He knows exactly why else would they create a space force. You know what I'm saying? To fight, you know, they see the UFOs. They see them, man. You know?
It said, the brother Karaf sent an article to the camp page, and in the article it said that they got the space force pretty much so they can identify any outside threat to the United States, man. You know, so they really think that's why they got the Space Force for, because they really trying to prep for battle with our Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach in the host of heaven.
But
You know?
Salaki, brother, in the way they try to paint over it is they say, oh, Russia has orbital weapons. You know what I mean? Russia has orbital weapons, so they're trying to to hurt our satellites. So we have to protect our interests in space. But in actuality, they may have that threat as well, but ultimately it's the angels, the heavenly hosts.
And then on top of that, you don't have no interest in space. When Yahweh Shah Shah gave Edom their inheritance, he didn't give you space. That wasn't part of it. It's just about your interest in space.
This is Isaiah 31:5. As birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending also, he will deliver it.
Uncle E.
What's going on?
All right.
How you doing? That's right.
That might be Jake's.
That's right.
That might be Jake.
Yeah, kind.
Remember the 7 days.
Keep it holy.
That's
Yeah,
right.
That's right.
Oh yeah, those Jake's.
That's right.
Yeah, those Jake's.
Think so?
Yeah, that's Northern.
I seen that silly dove look on. Oh, okay.
I thought it was Uncle E, but that's a cake unturned, boy.
Unturned.
Hey, that's why you can't just be out here just condemning people quick. Because our first glimpse, I was like, bro, these are fucking Edomites.
Might
You know
be
what I'm
Amalek.
Oh yeah, they could be, but I don't know. They was looking mighty. They was looking shaky.
God,
Shaky like
Shaky, or jakey.
You want to read it
Yeah,
again?
you got it.
Con, this is Isaiah 31:5. It says, "As birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem.
That's right.
Defending also, he will deliver it, and passing over, he will preserve it."
See? That's how it's gonna happen, man. Be in this place, man. That was prophesied to get burnt to a crisp. You know? So how are we gonna be defended, man? Not by getting on a plane, all right? Not by getting a passport, man. All right, we're gonna be defended ultimately by these chariots, man. Lord willing, be those men. As birds flying. You know, you look at birds flying, they fly in a flock as groups, just in perfect harmony, man. All right, and we see videos, you know, of chariots and formations with each other, moving, man. You know, real, not CGI, which, you know, you do have the CGI videos, you know what I'm saying? Brothers know, you know, I'm kind of a skeptic, you know, but no, there's real chariots, man, and they move. Hey, man, it's a beautiful thing, man.
This is Revelation 11:11. "And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them." And you know, great fear is falling on these people because you know the elites, they know who we are, and ultimately people are taking notice, man. When do you see black brothers standing on the corners with Bibles? You know, just standing here, man. That's a major thing, man. You know, to see black brothers.
What up, King?
Right, young.
King, I got a question, right?
What's going on? Check this out.
I'm from Alabama. I grew up really hard, right? I'm not racist, but I don't like white folks. Different. Now, this is my thing right here. I grew up in an era, I'm 55 years old.
All right, you don't even look like that's Jake.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
55, baby. But I grew up in an era, you know, back in the day, you know, we had this religion forced on us. You know what I'm saying? The white people cry, this and that.
Yeah.
I came up to the age and realized that I was taught so wrong. A lot of my black people taught so wrong, right? Yeah. I do a lot of research on what you guys do, man. Mad respect. Mad respect. I also do research on things like this right here. All right, back in the biblical days, there's such thing as the biblical days back in the day, right?
Yeah.
Now, I believe a lot of things in the Bible is true. A lot of things that I don't really agree with. That's just me. Because it's wrote by a white man. You understand? That's how I feel about it. But let me ask you guys a question. So I know y'all deep. Are y'all aware? Back in the biblical days, when people were unable to describe things as we can today. Understand? But they were calling angels and stuff like that, and fire cherries, stuff like that.
But we just
All you guys, Are you guys aware that we are not the only being on earth? Are you guys aware that there are other things that come down?
Can't make it up, man. You're literally just talking about the same thing you asked.
I'm so deep in this thing, pathetic, right? But see, something called aliens, fallen angels, stuff like that. There are fallen angels, right? Let me tell you something. When I was 10, 11 years old, I saw a thing one time. I smoke mad weed now, right? I ain't gonna lie to you. I smoke weed now. But back then, I was perfectly sober. I was a kid. Went on a dirt road. And I saw a little thing like this tall, but I look right here. Now today they call them graves, little graves. Y'all heard them before? Graves? All right.
I heard of graves, but like the scripture talks about newly created beasts. You
All
know,
right. The graves
about
are
that.
the graves are what the Bible calls fallen angels. Fallen angels. They also called watchers. They're also called watchers. Right. They are the ones that work with our government. All right? Work with our government. Now, my God is real. My Creator is real. My God said, don't serve any other God but me. This is my thing, what I believe. I believe we have a different God from the white people. I do believe that.
but yeah, he's the God of Israel.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I do believe that. You know?
That's right.
I think the vast majority of white folks, man, is Satan's seed. That's what I think.
It literally is.
What you about to say, so like, your brother's gonna say something.
Now the scriptures say that. You basically saying what's in the scriptures.
But back in the day, the folks people call angels
You got a precept
is
out?
what we call now. Now, people from the sky, beings from the sky. All right. I don't think angels have fluffy wings, feathery wings. I don't believe that. All right. Now, white man, our government is working with 186 different species of aliens. Our government.
So you believe in aliens?
Not that I believe in aliens, I know for a fact they exist. Not what I heard.
Your brother got a script.
This is the book of Jude. This is Jude 1 and 6.
I was just thinking of that. That's scary.
It says, and the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day.
Exactly.
So the angels, we're actually those fallen angels, like the Nephilim, that's in Genesis. We're actually those people. You get Deuteronomy 7 and 6. You know what I'm saying? Because we're in a higher state. You know, the giants, if you know about the Nephilim, it just means fallen. You know, it just means someone who fell. You know, and we were great. You know what I'm saying? We weren't always in this lower state. You know what I'm saying? But we're like, there's angels, you know, who are little like spiritual beings, which we would actually go into what you would deem as an alien, but they're really angels.
Okay.
Like you saying, the spiritual vehicles that you know, that so-called UFOs. We're literally just talking about that. You know what I'm saying? We were literally before you came up, we was talking about it. That's really our salvation. That's you can't make it up.
Did you hear us speaking about that?
No, sir. I just woke up, man.
That's how you know who they call God is real. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's
Man, my age, you know, I need help too. I'm still learning.
we all learning.
I'm still learning, you know what I mean?
Can Hebrews 13 too real quick?
Oh yeah, let me pull that Deuteronomy 7 and 6 for you.
Come on,
Deuteronomy 7 and 6, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord Yahweh. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all that are upon the face of the earth.
Yeah,
Right.
that's talking to the Israelites. You know, we
Right.
were chosen to be above all people.
He also told me back in the day that he's gonna give this planet back to us.
Oh yeah.
Instead of one that's
All
profitable.
right. We have to go through the protocol because we failed. We went against God. He told us back in the day, you guys gonna be punished 400 plus years. We're going through that now. You know what I'm saying? So my ancestors in slavery back in that, they're going through that right now. All right. Now, the sad thing, the good thing about what's all going on right now with this Black Lives Matter and all this stuff, you guys are all aware of that. Eventually, it's gonna be over.
it's gonna really,
It's gonna pop off.
Right, almost definitely. Yeah,
But see, it's all in God's plan.
Exactly. Yup.
It's all in God's plan.
Yup.
All right. And He's going to give this back to us.
Yep, most definitely.
And God knows. I don't hate nobody. I'm not racist. I love my color.
But
I'm not.
you know, racist just means to be for your people, be for your nation.
For my folks, man.
Yeah, just like with that precept we just brought out in Deuteronomy 76, it says, "For the Lord thy power has chosen to be a special people unto himself, above all people upon the face of the earth." So the Lord, he got favors too. Just like it's certain things that you don't like or certain things that you hate. The Lord the same way. You know what I'm saying? He just so happy to choose us. You know, because ultimately
That's why we are hated so much.
exactly.
Everything on earth hate us.
Exactly.
Because we are chosen people.
That's right. That's
We're
right.
still for this is powerful, man.
Yep.
And every nationality on earth knows that.
Yep.
But they're comfortable right now because we divided, because we don't been brainwashed.
Oh yeah. Oh, kiss on say.
We don't been brainwashed. And now we have self-hatred towards ourselves and for each other.
Yeah.
That's part of the curses too.
For the curse. But boy, look here. When we open our eyes up, and when we start banding together a little bit now. And we're gonna start banding together even more and more and more.
Yep. The scriptures, not to cut you off, you said in the scriptures that Ephraim should not vex Judah, which Ephraim represents the northern kingdom, like so-called Puerto Ricans, Latinos, Native Indians. We all the same people.
Yes.
You know, just like this brother right here, we believe through the spirit he a Gadite, a so-called Native Indian. You know, but he'll look like a so-called black man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
that's because we all the same people.
All the same
you know what I'm saying? So, but now you see a lot of so-called Latinos and Hispanics linking up with those so-called Black Lives Matter protesters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They like, your struggle is our struggle. Why? Because we the same people.
Same
You
people,
know what I'm
baby.
saying?
Same
So
people.
yeah, it's true. We starting to band together now. You
Keep
know?
doing what you do, baby. You understand me? Keep doing what you do, man. More power to you. I got mad love for all you guys. You put my come by. I see y'all out. I'm gonna talk. I'm teach and stuff. So I'm still learning. But I'm telling you, when I was 10, 11 years old, I saw the little thing one time in life. I was there and said, what do you call them things? What? And y'all represent, do y'all understand what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I know the scriptures say, Yahweh Shemashah, with God, there's nothing impossible. So I don't put nothing past, you know, I don't doubt what you're saying. You know, the Heavenly Father, he's out of this world, man.
Some things
You know what I'm saying?
Some things are real, man. Some things are real.
So I know, you know, I'm pretty sure you might be familiar too, what they call aliens. Them ain't nothing but the holy angels. Them ain't nothing but our brothers. You know, like brother was saying, how we are those fallen angels. You know, those angels that's, so-called UFOs, those really the chariots of God. And those ain't nothing but angels. That's our brothers. We just in a place.
So the graves are really good things.
I'm not for sure about that.
The scripture does say that the Most High made principalities and he made powers, things invisible and visible.
That's what I was gonna say too. That's a good point because in Revelations, the 4th chapter, it speak about angels who had face like beasts. You know what I'm saying? Angels who had bodies full of eyes. You know what I'm saying? Eagles' wings. So the Lord's creations is far out of sight. Like you know what I'm saying? He can have a right hand angel that can look like a beast, but really be a righteous angel. Like that's why I can't.
I saw one 11 years old, man. I walking on dirt road. And it was happening. I had an Afro back in the day, right? Yeah. My father bought me one of those Afro picks with the fists in there, right?
Yeah.
You know, with the metal teeth in it.
Yeah.
And so I hated combing my hair. My hair be packed in my head, like this short.
Yeah.
But when I comb it out, it was like this here.
Yeah.
My dad hated that. Comb your hair. So one day he bought me a pick to make sure I kept my hair combed out. I didn't like combs back in the day. I don't know why, man. Anyway, went to church one night. Left my pick inside the church one Sunday night. Went home. My dad, he didn't go to church. He didn't believe in church. He said, son, where that pick at? I left it at church. He whooped my ass and made me walk 2 miles back to the church to get my pick.
That's what Jake's do.
I left out the house, cussing. God damn it, daddy who killed my daddy long, oh God, oh, he whooped my ass. You know how kids are, right? I'm mad at my dad. I go in the church, find my pick and cussing in my mind over, mad at my dad. Went down dirt road, headed back home.
Yeah, she seems pretty intense
Headed
about
back
it.
home, down the dirt road. Pastors on both sides. ponds and towels and everything, right? Wooded area. So I'm walking, man. I'm just 38 hot. I'm pissed off with my dad. I hear a noise and a fish on the backside of me on the right side. So I look back, I don't see nothing. But it sounds like a cat, like how a cat meow. I don't like cats. So I was looking for the cat. On the fence. I come on that cat, like I hear him meow like right there. So I go and look, I'm seeing that cat. I'm in the woods somewhere. I keep on walking. Now all of a sudden I hit a gravel of the dirt road. Like somebody walking behind me. I look back behind me. I can hear the gravel, I can see the gravel kicking back. Don't see nothing. Now I'm spooked. So I know I'm not making this up.
Yeah.
So what a black man do? I get a trot on. By the time I get to this pond, I look back again. This thing is down on all fours. Oh, right behind me.
This is about 4-footed beast though.
This thing is on all fours. First it had a face of a cat. You ever seen a bobcat?
Yeah.
You seen a bobcat before? Had a face of a bobcat, but a body of a dog. I'm not hallucinating. I'm making this up.
Well, you know,
I'm hauling ass now.
A quick
listen,
point.
Listen, I'm hauling ass now. So the faster I'm running, the slower I'm getting. I look back now, it's on 2 feet, about this tall. It a little gray thing about this tall. The eyes, a big old head, slim body, and he's walking behind like this here, like right here. Man, I'm like, God, please, I won't cuss no more. Forgive me. And all of a sudden, a white Cadillac came around the corner of the dirt road. There's a wire right there. White Cadillac pulls up and says, son, you all right? So I'm crying. You know what I'm saying? I look back, I don't see the creature. I'm trying to explain to him something behind me, but I'm so hysterical. I'm like, he said, son, what's wrong? You okay? I'm like, I'm trying to say, man, something chasing me. But I can't get it out because I'm so scared.
Yeah.
The man said, man, I don't understand what you're saying. He pulls off. I haul ass again. I get home, I tell my dad, but my dad knows I've never been a liar. I've never been a liar. But my dad believed me when I told him that.
You told him with conviction.
So I told my dad, look at me and start smiling. He said, that's serious, he's right.
Yeah, that's it. I got something for you.
okay. Can you get Proverbs 17 and 11 real quick? Because I just wanted for the brother. Oh, you was there?
I was in 16.
Oh, okay, come on. Then you bring it out real quick.
This is Proverbs 17 and 11. It says, an evil man seeketh only rebellion, therefore a cruel messenger shall be sent against him.
Yeah, so in the scriptures, you know, it tell you to honor thy father and thy mother. That's like one of the first commandments. You know what I'm saying? So the Heavenly Father was like, oh, okay, you wanna be like this towards your father? I'm gonna send an evil messenger towards you.
You know what?
You know?
I come to the conclusion that what that was, to teach me a lesson.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
I honor my dad.
Yeah.
From that point on, I honor my dad, man.
Oh yeah, that's important. A lot of brothers don't understand the
honor my
importance
dad.
of honoring your father, man. That's
Honor my
heavy,
dad.
man. Like right, me coming into this truth, you know, like I ain't used to give a lot of reference to my father as I should, but when I came into the truth, like I respect the hell out of my dad. Now, man, that's important, man.
You talking about scared straight.
Yeah.
That scared me straight.
Yeah.
The
Ain't gonna lie.
scriptures say the Most High is the King of terrors.
Yeah.
He don't play. He don't play. He don't play. But King, love you guys, man.
You had something?
Yeah, please, please.
Before you go?
Yeah, let me get this one for you. I was going to get Proverbs 20 and 14, but let me get 2024.
Okay,
This is in
the brother got one for you too before you go.
Okay, this is in the book of Romans, chapter 1, and verse, where is it at? This is particularly, verse 25. It says, who changed the truth of God into a lie and worshiped and served the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. So ultimately, we understand, like, these scriptures are pure, but I mean, the powers that be, which ultimately, you know, who's the wicked on this earth, the serpent seed, you know what I'm saying? He changed the truth into a lie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The image, which we don't have to sign, but the image of white Jesus and all that is a lie. That's blasphemy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So ultimately, you know, coming into this thing, we have to relearn, you know what I'm saying? Particularly the scriptures that was taught, like, you know, they got the slave Bible and all that. You know, the truth of the Bible, it can't be tampered with. You know, as some people be saying. You know.
Let me show you guys something. On every paper dollar we got, every money we got here in America, they say in God we trust.
Yeah. Which guy?
Yep.
A friend of mine.
Just say there are many
A friend of
guys.
mine did something. They got name on it. How you can take a picture of something and you can like bring it up and bring it to clarity.
Yeah, like zoom in on it. Yeah.
Zoom in on it. Show you something. You see it right there? Yeah, something on a dollar bill. There's like an eagle on it.
Yeah.
When they put the lighting in it and the contrast in it, I bet you my life it's an alien. It's a figure of an alien. You don't believe that, do you? You don't believe
That
that?
man's the master of the
That's
desert.
it.
It's the wicked of the earth.
I'm telling you. That symbol right there, like an eagle. But this is the symbol of the alien head. This is his mouth. Yeah. And those right here gonna turn the eye when you put contrast to this here.
Well, you on the back of that dollar say New World Order. You know what I'm saying?
One more for you, quickly, brother. This is First Colossians 1:16. It says, "For by him were all things created that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him before him." So the Most High, he is sick of evil beasts, man. He put this to get their attention, man.
Right.
That's how he gets down.
Now I'm aware of that. He is out there. He's our Father. He chastises his children. All right. And he finds ways to chastise us.
You're a bastard if you don't chastise.
There you go. I love you, King.
I love you too, brother. Hey, grow your beard back, brother.
Huh?
Grow your beard back.
You know what, man?
Let that
I
thing
want
grow
to.
out. Yeah.
I thought about it right, but I am so gray. You know, I'm proud of my gray. You know
Yeah, that's what they say. That's the glory of a man.
I'm proud of my gray, right?
Yeah, God.
I'm proud of my gray, but man, I am so white. You know what
That's beautiful. That's
Yeah.
beautiful, brother. That's
Oh,
that's
man.
the scriptures speak about the
image
gray
of who,
hairs.
Yeah, the image of who the world calls Christ, his hair is just white.
Oh, yeah.
I was just
You know what I'm
saying.
saying?
Yep.
Like Revelations first chapter, it talks about the actual description of his name is Yahushua.
Yeah.
His hair is white like wool.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
So you got that image of who the world calls Christ.
That was so King.
The
That was
beard.
so King. Love you guys.
All right,
Love you
man.
too, brother. Thank you.
And you're an Israelite. Well, you already know. That's
right.
right. Hey, that's the spirit, though.
That's the spirit, man. Yeah.
Nah, bro. So further clarification from the Most High, even though he was a little talkative, but we let Jake get his little, but hey, obviously Yahweh Shemashah wanted the brother to say that, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, there are unidentified beings out there, man. What's going on, brother? How you doing, sir?
Get that in Hebrews,
So to speak, unidentified beings, Salaki, what the world would deem unidentified beings, but really they're angels, would say. Hey, you're an Israelite, brother? You're an Israelite? You're an Israelite? My parents came late. Oh, man. Look, you're a child of God, folks. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the Lord's going to get ready to stand on this place. You know what I'm saying? So try to come back to the Lord with a full heart. Serious, Lord willing, you can make it out of here. You know what I'm saying? You got kids? Oh, okay. You got any family? Your mother, your father? Oh, okay, fine. Well, shit. Hey, well, you want to make, you don't want to suffer no horrible death out here, do you? Of course not. So, hey, turn back to the Lord, but, with everything you got, man. You know what I'm saying? So, Lord willing, you could be, saved, because the Lord finna bring some horrible stuff out here, man. It's finna get real ugly, And then you do got family. We your family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yup, that's right, bro.
He already been incarcerated. The virus, I mean, that's the people.
Right.
But yeah, the virus, that was already written. So,
That's right. That's right. So it ain't gonna do nothing but get worse and worse to that evil day. You know what I'm saying? So, like if our people still don't think the Lord finna bring it, man. But you got, like you said, you can obviously see that the Lord is bringing it, man. So it's time for our people to, get right. You'll get Ecclesiastes 12 for him before you go?
Come.
You gotta go, brother? Okay, I'm gonna get this one script for you before you go.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12. Where you want me to start?
At 1.
Ecclesiastes 12:1. It says, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth."
So it said, remember now that thy creator in the days of thy youth, you know, while you got a chance, basically. You know what I'm saying?
It says, "While the evil days come not,
While the evil days come not, which we coming into the evil days, like you said.
nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them."
Right, so like while the time, you know, where you can be out here doing whatever the hell you want to do, that's when you got to turn to seek the Lord, because we're going to come into a time where you ain't going to be able to do nothing that you want to do. You ain't even going to be able to go get nothing to eat like you want. So, you know what I'm saying? Now is the time to show the Lord that you're sincere, so Lord willing, he can pardon you in that time of trouble, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Lord willing, man, we got to go, you go on YouTube, go to, we got a page, Living Water Come Report. We do videos every day, so Lord willing, you can just study. You know, Living Water Come Report. Okay, fine, you're right down. Get study and get built up, and Lord willing, you can come out here with us. You know, that'll be the whole goal.
Ultimately, there's something called a dawah, which is an exemption from judgment. Brother was touching on that dawah, that exemption from judgment.
Yeah, but
It's going to make it so that you
Spirit alive. Yes, sir.
I was gonna say get secret nonsense.
also he's going to open up all kinds of hell on our people, man. Because his goal is to cut off 2/3 of our people. You know, he's going to die horrible deaths. Esau, the so-called white man, going to get his hands on him. He might even put some brothers to worship. He might even sick them. You know, Esau's a sicko, man. So-called white man's a sicko, man. Ain't no telling how. Yeah, come on, brother. Yeah, but the white man, yeah, he's a sick adversary, man. So, yeah, that's right.
That's the scripture. Revelation 12 said they know it, but they got but a short time. So he's gonna come down with great wrath, you know. So that's why he's gonna get ready to come so hard on our people, because he know it's over. He trying to wipe us out before, because basically it's going back. He want to get the birthright back for the kingdom of heaven, you know, but which was promised to our forefather Jacob, you know, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He trying to get that back, but by killing us, but he can't do it, you know, because ultimately you got our people that look like his people. So you couldn't do it even if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Yep.
Yeah, you got the
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Okay, yeah, do it, brother. Do it. Drop some comments, bro. So when you can get out here with us.
All right, bro. All right.
Peace to you, brother.
Okay, brother. Peace.
Lord willing.
Time.
What's I got, brothers? Bigger brothers too.
Hey, man.
Yep. So you get Daniel 7?
Yeah, me and Kabar was talking about that the other day, because like now it's like people can tell like they want answers.
They want answers,
You
man.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like people like it's for real out here, man.
Like, there's no hope out here.
Done.
You got the 3 clowns running for president, man. Like this is their best. You know what I'm saying? The best to choose from, man.
Wow. You got Kanye West. Kanye West actually making a presidential bid, man.
Kanye West, man.
That's wild, man. You know?
God. 7 and I was thinking you could get 25 first and jump up to 18.
This is Daniel 7 and 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and dividing of time.
That's right. You know, the time that we're in, man, it's just this place, man. You know, that fourth kingdom, which, hey, man, this is a revised Roman Empire, you know, is designed to wear out the saints of the Most High, who are the Israelites, man. Ultimately, the men of the Lord, all right, who was written to take the kingdom, which we're gonna get, but just changing the times and the laws. You know what I'm saying? The perverseness of this place, man. Everything is turned upside down. All right, our woman, you know, everything's just designed to be just wearing out the saints, man. You know, then it's gonna be vexing. You know, it's gonna wear a lot of men out. If you ain't solid in this thing,
Rooted.
if you ain't rooted, the water. If you ain't rooted, then, hey, man, you know, you're gonna get devoured by Satan, man.
Big Judah right there. He's preaching.
Oh wow. It is the spirit.
Spirit.
Con. You could jump up to 18, bro.
Daniel 7 and 18. Daniel 7 and 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
That's right. So the kingdom that's to come, all right? You know, we hear forever in the scriptures, you know, sometimes it's just a long time. This one's forever, even forever and ever, man. This is a perpetual, eternal kingdom, all right? Ruled by, starting from Yahushua on down, you know? Men of the Lord, the saints, all right? Lord willing, we beat those win. We're not only going to be in the kingdom, we're going to be able to take the kingdom, you know? We're going to just be able to rip the kingdom from these people's hands, man. From these devils' hands, man. You know? And we're going to possess the kingdom forever, man. We're going to be in perfect righteousness. Lord willing, to be those men. We're able to put these devils into captivity, man. You know? That's the faith and patience of the saints who are the Israelites, who are going to be taking the kingdom, man. You know? Putting these devils into chains, man. You got something?
Yep. It's Daniel chapter 2 and verse 41. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay.
Yep. And that's how this place is built, man. Just Satan divided against himself. You know, this is Mark 3 and 25. This place is just divided, man. You know, the iron and miry clay, man. Partly weak and partly strong, man. You know, just like the Roman Empire, you know, we've got the strong military. But at the same time, you know, you see what's going on with the powers that be, man. They can't even agree to things, man. They can't even agree, you know, it's always a division. Pro-life, pro-choice, Democrats and Republicans, you know, Donald Trump, and basically a whole lot of people, you know.
Yeah, I just did a lesson on basically how America, they're resuming their nuclear testing. They're resuming their nuclear tests. And ultimately, you had, they said that they had 40 high-level scientists who was warning Esau against doing this, man. They was like, man, you need to stop doing this, man. This is going to cause all-out war, man. You know? So even Esau is feuding with Esau about, you know, different things. Like, man, you don't need to do that, man. You know? You got Esau like, man, no, these other countries, they're enhancing their nuclear capabilities. We need to do as well. We need to do so as well. What's going on, brother?
How you doing, brother?
All right, about you?
All right.
We say we need to do so as well, but you know that's that infighting, man. You know, that's that division. You know. Yep. You got it. I got a little bit more on this too. You got it.
This is Isaiah 19 and 2. And I will set the Egyptians.
We'll start at 1. Baba Kasha.
This is Isaiah 19. The burden of Egypt. Behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it.
Yep. And Esau, he's a modern day Egyptian, you know? You know that. I mean, you know, this is modern Egypt, you know, spiritual Sodom in Egypt. Romans 9 talks about the Pharaoh, all right? The modern Pharaoh is Esau, man, you know? But we know, all right, this is a divided kingdom, man. Esau divided against itself, man. You know, scripture say, Yahushua said it, man. They can't stand for half an end, you know? And what's going to be that end? Ultimately, you know, hey, it's a lot that goes into it. Esau divided against himself. He that kills with the sword must be killed with the sword, you know? His tongue is going to fall on himself, you know? So ultimately, it's going to end, all right, with Yahushua taking the kingdom, all right, along with his men, you know, the saints.
And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom.
Yep. I believe it was Sirach. It says, whoever is evil to himself, you know what I'm saying?
So whom will it be good?
Who will be good, man? You know? I mean, you afflicting yourself, man. That's all it is right now, man. Most High put Esau in the trick bag, man. He gave him the sword, all right? But ultimately, that sword was created to kill himself, man.
I was touching on that in the video last night. That's the spirit,
Wow.
Yep.
God.
Yeah, because you got Esau like, well, why are we creating new? You know, this is nothing good coming from this. Which Esau, he don't even know why he's developing nuclear technology himself. Well, how about you not put it on your mind to develop it, destroy yourself with it, man.
He wondering like, why the hell would we do this? Because the Lord put it on your mind to do it to kill you.
He's like a puppet, and he can't even stop.
You know, in the world, you know what I'm saying, they got bad habits, which even, you know, in the truth, but, you know, people who do drugs, do things that's, like, they can't stop doing it, you know what I'm saying? It's just something that they know it's bad for them, but they just can't stop. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. You know, Most High created him to do something that's destructive to himself, man.
Yup.
Like we used to say, he's a weapon that just
A self-destructive weapon.
yeah, self-destructive weapon.
Weapon of mass self-destruction.
Of self-mass destruction.
He's like a bomb.
God,
He's a powder keg.
A ticking time bomb.
That's right.
That's perfect. Yup.
Powder
Yep.
keg. Just because you quoted it, unless you have that.
No, go ahead.
This is Ecclesiasticus 14:5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods.
Shall not take pleasure in his goods, man. You know, all the so-called riches on his side, you know, it's really being stored for men of the Lord. You know, everything he doing, he thinking that, you know what I'm saying, it's to his own benefit, but nah, Most High got him in a trick bag, man. You know, these Edomites, these devils really think that this kingdom is going to stand, you know? And even, you know, a lot of our people, man, they so destroyed, they thinking that, you know, oh yeah, America ain't never going to, you know what I'm saying? Nah, man, you know, most people were fed that delusion, man. These so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? You're the true children of the Most High, you know? But you want to look at the devil, you know, the Edomite, you know, the red Hebrew Edomite, you know, the base man.
Well, look at you. Look at you. You obviously don't give a damn. You look like you ain't even showered. You Satan, dog. Hey, but hey, I bet your ass don't give a damn when you're in fetters and iron.
That's what he said.
Corrupt said, I frankly don't give a damn. That's why your fucking knees breaking down, asshole.
You won't find saying that. This is Ecclesiasticus 21:8. This is Ecclesiasticus 21:8. He that buildeth his house with other men's money is like one that gathereth himself stones for the tomb of his burial.
Time. You get to Rock 8. Oh yeah. You know, because ultimately, yeah, this is how it works, man. You know, it's a natural order to these things, man. If particular things are done a certain way, naturally it's going to work out. The end is going to happen, man. You know, these riches wasn't got by something that was just honest. You know, Esau ain't no honest man. You know what I'm saying? He came out the womb crying, speaking lies, man. Just crying, you know, just lying. A lying-ass crybaby, man.
God. Well, he was actually the first liar on the planet Earth. Cain. He was the first liar and the first murderer, man. That's how sick Esau is, man. You was the first liar and well, actually, who was the first liar? Eve. Well, the serpent lied to her. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, either way you slice it,
The devil. You are your father, the devil.
God. Either way you slice it, man. You was the first. You brought wickedness into this place. You were actually created to be the wicked. You know?
He's the first committer of iniquity.
Khan.
What did that say? He did one bad thing and then he compounded it with something else.
Yup.
But so let me grab this Ecclesiasticus 10. This is Ecclesiasticus 10:8. Because of unrighteous dealings and injuries and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Yep. We already brought out, you know, how this kingdom is going to be taken down, man. This is the end, you know? So, hey, man, and the scriptures are talking about, we ain't just making it up. We ain't those crazy guys in the movies where the sign the end is near, all right? How they try to betray. But, hey, man, this is really it, man. This is really it. And it's going to be translated, you know, from one people, right? These red Hebrew devils, you know, to the true men of the Lord. You know, the men who Most High loves. You know, Deuteronomy 7:6, the chosen people above all people, man. You know, this is how it was written. That ultimately we're entering into the end, man. You know, the beginning of immortality to come. You know, so it's like Ezra 7:43.
Imitate. This is Lamentations 4 and 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
That's right. Hey, live it up, man. You know, just enjoy yourself right here. Live your best life, Esau.
You know, go to vape, go vape it up. You know,
Right.
go to Zesto. You know, ride around and be an asshole. You know,
Yep.
man, this is Esau. You're such a base man. You know, this is your kingdom, man. You know, go vape and go drink a beer and watch LeBron in a bubble. That's how finished this place is. Like I seen the highlights on them playing basketball in that bubble. They had the crowd on the screen.
Yeah. Damn.
Playing it on the bubble.
Bro, they playing in the bubble and they got the crowd showing images on the screen. The crowd jumping up and down, visuals on the screen. I'm like, oh yeah, this place is finished.
Yeah,
Huh?
it's
Finished, man.
the Murph.
Woo.
They have a reflection of Murph. That's it.
Oh,
It's the
man.
shadow of Murph.
Yeah.
The bread and circuses, man, they can't stop, man.
God.
They can't stop.
Back in Lamentations 4 and 21, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
That's right. You know? So this is the time when ultimately it was a prophecy, man. All right? The kingdom that we're at right now, you know, the wicked kingdom, all right, ruled by the devil, you know, this is only, hey, man, Revelation 20 says this is only a short time, man. This is only a time that the Most High has allowed this place to be in rulership, man. And this is the worst case scenario, man. You know? And these devils, hey, man, they living it up, man. You got, you know, the Tesla, you know what I'm saying? You got, you know, I mean, we're approaching a time where, you know, they're going to have an implant where you can listen to music. It's just going to be in your head, man.
Yeah, that's wild.
You know? That's the type of iniquity that this place is establishing, man. You know? Spirit, it's Tesla. You know?
Yeah, more to say.
Jeremiah 49 and 10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. Art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual wastes.
Con, you know, hey man, that's saying a lot, man. Ultimately, Malachi, the first chapter, you know, talks about the border of wickedness, Esau being the border of wickedness. Wherever wickedness is at, that's where Esau is at, you know? And that's one thing these Christians, they can't get around, you know? They like to say God loves everybody, but does he love Esau, man? You know? And if you understand, all right, there's prophecy against Esau, against Mount Seir, you know, against Basra, you know? Isaiah 63rd chapter. So we understand, all right, who the daughter of Babylon is. We understand that Babylon is going to be ruled by particular people. The kingdom, all right, is ruled by Esau. You know? It's something that, hey, man, it's something that Esau is being made bare. People, they see that Esau is the devil, man. They see that Esau, all right, is just the wicked, all right? And he's going to be in rulership at the end of the world, which is, you know, where we are, man, in Babylon.
Man. Like a lot of those heathen nations over there in like Iran, for example, man. They call Esau is the red devil to them, man. You know, they call Esau the red devil, man. You know, so the heathen, the devils even know that you're the devil. You know. Can I get look? Shade on one of these brothers?
I got another umbrella, too.
Yeah. Oh, okay, come on. Yeah. The water. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 49 and 14. I have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen.
That ambassador, we the ambassadors, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Esau ain't no prophet in Esau's nation, man. Ain't no, well, your ambassador there, you win, man. All right, how about Shemal Shah's ambassador? We're right here, man. All right, we're sent unto the heathen, man. All right, we started from you so-called white people, you elite banking families, man.
Yep.
We're letting you know that Yahweh Shemal Shah's gonna get ready to destroy your kingdom, to take away your power, and establish the nation of Israel, man.
That's right.
You know?
An ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come against her and rise up to the battle.
Yeah, rise up to the battle, man. You know? Because why? That's the determination of the Lord to gather all you nations and destroy all you together, man. All right, because all y'all feuding ultimately for your destruction, man. All right, because Yahweh Shemal Shah gonna gather you in the valley of Jehoshaphat and destroy your ass, man. All right, multitudes in the valley of decision, man. You know, that's what it's all about, man. All right, that's why all you heathen, ultimately all these heathen are coming up against Esau, ultimately because that's biblical prophecy of his downfall. All right, but them coming up against Esau is gonna be their demise as well, man. All right, why? Because it said in Isaiah 9:5, this war is gonna be fought with fuel of fire, you know. So ain't no coming back from these nuclear missiles, man. You know.
For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men.
Yeah, and Esau is small among the heathen, man. All right, these nations are saying we are strong. That's why China done linked up with Iran, man. You know, China just did a $400+ billion military deal with Iran, man. All right, why? Because these nations finna link up and destroy the Great Whore.
That's
All
right. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men.
Yeah, and all these nations hate America, man. And they all hate the so-called white man too, man. All right. South Africa, man. You know, and in South Africa, they've been trying to get you Edomites from down there, man. You know, they don't want you damn Edomites down there no more. Why? Because you're free. You're freaks. All right. You're sick. You know. You're small among men. All these nations hate you. You know.
Thy terribleness has deceived
Selective.
thee.
Selective. Esau hate his own self, man. Edomites hate Edomites, man.
Yep.
You know?
Even to himself.
Thy terribleness hath deceived thee.
Yeah, your terribleness had deceived you, man. Your damn military might. Because Esau, you know, they done had the strongest military for a long while. So they thought that they could continue to keep their power forever, man. All right, but now your military is weak as hell, man. All right, you're coming to a point where Esau finna have to do a draft, man. All right, you got a vast majority of the military who damn sodomites, man, and trannies. All right, so your terribleness has deceived you, man. You know.
And the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill, thou that shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle.
Yeah, and this is literally what this devil has done, man. Like we was going into when we kicked off camp, man. This guy got something called the Space Force, man. All right. Well, Elon Musk and these other devils, they've been planning to go to Mars and see if life is there, man. You know, where they already been sending satellites and damn shuttles to Mars, man. You know?
Yeah, trying to create space hotels and shit.
You know? So you hold up the height of the hill, man. All right? You made your nest among the stars. You literally made your nest amongst the stars, man. And then you did it as well because you proclaimed to be an Israelite, man. You know? Because Israel, we are the stars. You know? You got this devil talking about he a star. Oh, you can't. That's anti-Semitic. You know? It's not even nothing called damn Sim. All right? It's Shem, asshole.
That holdest the height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord.
Yeah, how about Shemal Shah gonna bring you down, man? Why? Because the same reason have I built Pharaoh up, man, to show my power in thee, man. And that's what it's all about. Yahweh Shema Shai done brought the base man up to this high level so he can bring his ass down to a low level.
That's right.
You know? Which we in that time right now. Isaiah 47:1, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. But there you should no more be called tender and delicate. All right? And this place is no more called tender and delicate, man. All right? You got uproars of the people all throughout this country. Well, I was just looking, man, you got Donald Trump. He done sent federal troops out to Portland, man. You know? You literally had in Seattle for like a damn month plus they had their own city. They made their own city, man. You know? That's how through this place is, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished. It shall hiss at the plagues thereof, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord. No man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it.
And we know Yahweh Shema Shai, he don't lie, man. So Yahweh Shema Shai said he's gonna completely obliterate this place, man. That's what he gonna do. Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna completely obliterate this place, man.
That's right.
All right? Ain't nobody gonna inhabit this place no more. You know? I got a second answer. Second answer 743. It was for you.
You didn't get it?
Yeah, you got it. Stop.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 7, verse 43. It says, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past. It says, intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up.
For the day of doom, man. You know that day that's gonna burn like an oven.
Woo.
You know that's that day of doom. You know that day when it's gonna be a time of darkness, man. You know, it says, woe unto you that desires the day of the Lord. You know, but what is it? What's the benefit for you? It's gonna be like as if a man did flee from a bear, and then a lion met him, man.
Yep.
You know, it's gonna be like he leaned his hand on the wall, and then the serpent bit him. You know, it's gonna be problem after problem, man. You know, narrowly escaping out of one thing, only to run into another thing, man. You know?
Yep.
And that's America right now in the nutshell, man. You know, you somehow make it out of this one problem. Now you got another problem, man.
Yep.
You know, you give out America a stimulus check. Now you got to give out more stimulus checks, man. All right. Then on top of that, now your economy's crippling, man. You know.
They call that out of the frying pan into the fire. You know, from one problem to the next, man. You know, between the Esau calls it between the sea and the devil. Some expression like that. You know.
Yep. And that goes back to what we was bringing out. It's Sirach 10:8. You know, riches gone by deceit. This place is just polluted, man. You know, if you built this wicked kingdom just through riches gone by deceit, rape, robbery, murder of our people, ain't nothing good coming out of that, man. Ain't nothing clean coming out of something unclean, man. This place has to be cleansed with blood, man. You know, that's the day of doom. You know, and from there, then we got the beginning of immortality to come. You know, we got to go through that time of Jacob's trouble, man. You know, the day of the Lord, before we could actually rule, man. You know, take the kingdom from these devils, man.
This Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, establisheth a city by iniquity.
Hey, this is it, man. The great city, man. This has been established, all right, by iniquity, by blood, man. Of you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, man. The Israelites, all right. The apple of the Most High's eye, all right, has been shed innocent blood, all right, through this devil, man. You know, which we understand. This is all how it works. But it says, woe unto him, man. You build a city with blood, man. So that means destruction, man. Destruction is coming to this place, man.
You know, because these people, you know, their sins have mounted up to heaven, the Most High is going to destroy this place, man. And that's why I quoted it earlier, but I just wanted to pull it. This is Amos 5 and 20. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness?
Start at 18.
This is Amos 5 and 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? So, you know, the day of the Lord is going to be a time of this terribleness, man. You know, because this is when the Most High, you know, he finally gets a chance to let loose. The scripture talks about how he's sick of holding in. He doesn't want to hold in anymore.
Yeah, I will cry like a travailing woman.
God.
Oh yeah, get that real quick. Isaiah 42 and 14. I know you got it.
This is Isaiah 14. 42 and 14. I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. And that ties in with the scripture where it talks about what the Most High endured
With much long suffering. Yeah, vessels is fitted for destruction.
Let's go. Isaiah 42 and 14. So the Most High is holding in, man. You know, he's endured vessels fitted for destruction for a long time. But I'm going to start at the top again. I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once. That's right, man. So the Most High, he's going to let loose at once, man. Because when they say peace and safety, you know, that's when the Most High is going. And plus, the scripture says that it's going to, the scripture talks about he's going to come at the astonishment of those that dwell in the land.
Yep.
And he's going to come like a thief in the night. So this stuff is going to catch a lot of people off guard because it says like the days of Noah. You know, like it'll be like the days of Noah. So these people, they're going to be snoozing, man. Then the Lord is going to have this happen at once, man. You know, so these people are going to be totally caught off guard, and they're gonna, you know, have wild beasts get them. They're gonna bite missiles and everything.
God. Yep. You got the dip. You know, because hey, this is the time, man. You see, all right, our people, they so caught up, man. You know, you would think, you know, with all these prophecies that we see, we've been, you know, meditating terror, you know. So we would see, this was the second Ezra, the 9th chapter, measuring the time diligently. You see the prophecies come to pass, wars and rumors of wars, the pestilence in the form of the, you know, COVID, everybody wearing face masks, you know. People are, you know, still caught up, man. Caught up in the folly, man. Worried about some damn basketball, baseball, football, you know, baseball, you know. People are so caught up in that and still not even understanding that, hey, man, this is a high time. You see how through this place is, and our people still don't get it, man.
Oh, I got one real quick, just to back up that Isaiah 42 and 13. This is
Sirach chapter 20 and verse 7. A wise man will hold his tongue till he see opportunity, but a babbler and a fool will regard no time. You know, so in that precept in Isaiah 42 and 14, it says, I have long time refrained myself. You know, I have a long time holding my peace. Why? Because Yahweh Shem Al-Shai is exemplary, if I'm saying that right, you know what I'm trying to say? Nope. Exemplary.
I'm just saying if you could, I could just stand over here.
Oh, okay, Con. You want to get it else?
No, you good.
Oh, okay.
I mean, what we gonna do?
Oh, okay,
Sloppy,
Con.
bro.
No, I thought you were saying switch spots.
No,
My
no.
fault.
Just for the camera.
Con. My fault. All right. Dang, where did I'm like, where did it go?
Pockets on pockets.
It's a lot. Let me read that precept again.
This back in Sirach chapter 20 and verse 7. It says, a wise man will hold his tongue till he see opportunity, but a babbler and a fool will regard no time. You know, so Yahweh Shem Al-Shai is the example. Just put it like that.
Yeah.
He's the example of wisdom, man. All right. Well, it tell you that in Job, the 12th chapter, man. You know, Yahweh Shem Al-Shai is the epitome of wisdom, man. All right. So it says a wise man will hold of his tongue until he see opportunity, man. And that's what Yahweh Shimei Shah literally did, man. All right, he held his tongue until it was time for opportunity, man. All right, he held his peace until it's time for opportunity. All right, and now it's opportunity to destroy this place, man. All right, it's open season on this place, man. All right, it's open season on this place. You see this place falling down, man, crumbling, man. All right, and that's when Yahweh Shimei Shah gonna make his move, man. All right, that's when he gonna make his move. But it said a babbler and a fool will regard no time, man. All right, and that's why I say they shall know not from whence it riseth. You know, they're not gonna know where it's gonna come from. Why? Because they fools. All right, fools, children of fools, man. And you got our people who follow after the children of fools. You know.
This is the back. Prophet Daniel 2. You said 41? Daniel 2 and 41. It says, and whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron.
And then see, that's that opportunity, man. You know? That's that opportunity, man. You see this place is broken, man. You know?
Yep. The kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay. It says, and as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay,
which the toes talking about the image that King Nebuchadnezzar saw in his dream, in his vision, man. All right, which, you know, represented different kingdoms and time periods, man. Which we in the time of the toes right now, man. All right, we in the toes right now. You know, that part iron and part miry clay, man. You know.
It says, and as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken.
Partly strong and partly broken, man. Just like if your toes partly strong and partly broken, your ass ain't gonna be easily able to stand, man. All right. Just like this place ain't gonna be able to stand, man. You know.
Yep. Going back to how this place was built, man. This place wasn't built. It wasn't meant for this place to rule forever, man. Just how it was built. It was meant for it to be partly strong and partly broken.
Yup.
It says, verse 43. It says, and whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay.
Yeah, so basically you're not gonna prolong your kingdom. All right. Yahweh Shimei Shah is going to make a speedy riddance of all those who inhabit the earth. Zephaniah, the 1st chapter, man. You know, Yahweh Shimei Shah finna get ready to take your ass on out of here, man. All right. 2 Thessalonians 2. You know, only he who will let him until he be taken out of the way. You know, which Yahweh Shimei Shah is not finna let Esau continue with this wickedness no more. You know. Yep.
It says, and in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever.
Yeah, that's talking about the kingdom of heaven, man. All right. It says in the days of these kingdoms, kings, Yahweh Shimei Shah shall set up a kingdom that shall stand forever, man. All right. Why? Because it's going to be established through righteousness, man. All right. Because if you establish a kingdom through wickedness, like the brother was touching on, it can't stand, man. All right. And that's them toes. That's them partly iron toes and part miry clay. You know, on them toes, man. It can't stand up, man. All right. And ultimately, all right, in the days of the toes, Yahweh Shimei Shah is going to set up a kingdom that shall stand forever, man. So we in that time right now. All right. We in that time where Yahweh Shimei Shah is going to establish a kingdom that shall stand forever. That's right.
This is in the book of the prophet Habakkuk, chapter 2, and verse 1. It says, Habakkuk 2:1, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say. It says, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I'm reproved. And the Lord, Yahweh, answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that read it.
Yeah, Khan. So that's why we can go into Daniel, the 2nd chapter, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, and let you know simply and plain what it is, man. All right, that's what that iron and that miry clay represents, man. It represents this wicked-ass kingdom, this perverse-ass kingdom that's broke down, which Yahweh Shema Shai is going to destroy and establish the kingdom of heaven.
That's
All
right.
That's what that's talking about, man. So we're making it plain upon tables, man. We letting you know America's finna fall.
That's right.
And it's great Babylon according to the scriptures, man. The great whore. All right.
Yep. Ruled by Esau, the
Khan.
devil, and
Khan.
Satan.
Khan,
Verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time.
Yeah, the vision is yet for an appointed time, man. That's why Yahweh Shema Shai allowed Esau to do all this wickedness. That's why he restrained himself, man. All right. Why? Because Yahweh Shema Shai ain't gonna go back on his word, man. All right. Yahweh Shema Shai not gonna change his program for nobody, you know.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
Yeah, and now the vision is speaking, man. All right. You see that America is part iron and part miry clay, man. All right. You can see the so-called UFOs coming back, man, which are the angels, man. All right. You can see the third temple being built through men. All right. You can see the tabernacle of Yahweh Shema Shai resting upon men. All right. You can see the famine coming. You can see the pestilence coming. You can see World War III coming. You can see the uproars of the people. You can see the earthquakes, man. All right. The vision is speaking now, you know.
Khan. At the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it.
Yeah, though it tarry, wait for it, man. All right. Because that's our people's problem, man. They think, oh, well, things always get back right. Or, you know, it ain't happened yet. Well, that's because Yahweh Shema Shai had a perfect time for it, man. All right. Yahweh Shema Shai had a perfect day. Speak about it in the book of Ezra, man. You know?
Khan. Because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Yeah, it will surely come. It will not tarry, man. Why? Because Yahweh Shema Shai said it, and shall he not do? All right. What you think he won't? Whatever Yahweh Shema Shai said he was going to do, he did it, man. All right. Well, I tell you in 1 John, St. John, the 1st chapter, that Hebrews, the 1st chapter as well, that the worlds were framed by the word of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. You know, in the beginning was the word, man. You know, so Yahweh Shema Shai put the word out and it happened, man. All right. Which ultimately, the word is our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, you know. But that all he had to do was, because you can't even fathom in your mind the existence of the Heavenly Father, man. You know, he spoke Yahweh Shai in existence, and speaking Yahweh Shai in existence brought existence itself, you know. So Yahweh Shema Shai said it and it was done, you know. Tell you about that in Genesis, the 1st chapter. Let there be light.
Yeah.
You know.
Beautiful. There was light.
God,
Yep. This is
you got
This is the book of the prophet Daniel, chapter 12, verse 1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that should be found written in the book. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
Stop it,
Ah. It says, Daniel 12 and 1, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which stand for the children of thy people.
And in what time, man? the time where Yahweh Shema Shai set up that kingdom, man.
The appointed time?
Yeah, God, the appointed time.
Yeah.
God, huh? When the vision starts speaking.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
That's when Daniel is going to stand up for the children of thy people, man. And who's the children of thy people, man? All right? The Israelites, man. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians, man.
That's
All
right.
Which the holy angels are so-called black men, by the way. All right? And they're going to stand up for other so-called black men and dark races, which are Latinos and Native Indians. And also those who look like the heathen, who are of Israel, you know?
Yep. Yep. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
So we got a lot of stuff finna happen, man. A lot of biblical prophecies finna pop off in this time, man. You got Daniel you got Michael the archangel, all right, finna stand up for the children of thy people, man. All right. You got a time of trouble finna happen such as never was before, man. All right. And then you got the remnant of the nation of Israel that's gonna be delivered, man. All right. And how they gonna be delivered? By the heavenly hosts on these chariots, man. On so-called UFOs, man. They're gonna be beamed up. All right. They're gonna be beamed up out of this place, man. You know. And those who are not beamed up, they're gonna already be on the chariots, because they're gonna go through the spiritual world and they're gonna wake up on the chariot, man. You know? And they're gonna come back and take the kingdom, like the brother brought out earlier in Daniel the 7th chapter, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And we coming, bro, we literally coming into these times where these things are finna happen, man. You know? Like we talking about it right now. This is literally finna happen, man.
Yep.
You know?
Perfect harmony. I mean, come on, man. The mark of the beast, Space Force, everything is in perfect timing. This is all leading to the kingdom, man.
Yep.
To the beginning, to the doom. The day of doom. Beginning of immortality to come.
Yep.
It says, verse 2, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
And that's what's happening, man. You know, a lot of our people who would sleep in the dust, you know, which that dust represents confusion, man. You know, not knowing who you are, being discontinued from your heritage, you know, calling yourself all these bywords, referring to yourself as anybody but whom you are. All right.
Yep.
That time is being is rapidly changing now, man. A lot of our people identify with who they are, man. Just like the brother walked by, he knew he was an Israelite. The other brother who walked by, he knew he was an Israelite. You know, I'm sure this brother, he probably heard of Israel. You heard of Israel before, brother? Hey, so.
A lot of times they cap, but you know.
God, you know, but he probably have though. You know,
Yeah,
but
he
he probably talking about, oh yeah, I heard about it when I went to church with my grandma back in the day. You know, but either way, this word has went out. Either way, this line has went out, man.
Yep.
Well, if your ass ain't heard about it, you heard about it right now when you chose to walk by. You know.
Yep.
So some gonna wake up to everlasting life, which Yahushua Mashiach, whom is our Savior, who allow us to come into this truth, gives everlasting life. You know. So some are gonna wake up and to everlasting life through our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, because He's gonna deliver them. All right. And the others, what it say?
It says, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
Yeah, because you got some of our people who acknowledge that they're Israelites, but deny the power thereof, man. Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, man. You know? I.e. Nick Cannon, not to keep bringing this guy up, you know, but ultimately, he knows he's an Israelite, but he refuses to stand for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You know? That's having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, man. You know? A lot more Allen Iverson, man. You know? I don't have a hateful bone in my body, man. You know? I don't have no problem with nobody, man. You know? A lot of these people, T.I., you know? A lot of these so-called celebrities, man. You know? They acknowledge to be Israelites. They acknowledge that Jesus Christ, whom the world calls Jesus Christ, is a so-called black man. All right? But they deny the power thereof, man. You know? They refuse to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So what's that's gonna be? That's gonna be your downfall, man. Because once you learn this truth, you have an obligation to turn to Yahweh Shem Yahushua with all your heart and all your soul, man. All right? Or you're gonna be destroyed, you know? This ain't nothing you can just cherry pick, man. You know? This all or nothing. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is all or nothing, man. All right? He ain't playing monkey in the middle with your ass, man.
It says, verse 3, and they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever.
And that's the light of the world, pertaining to Matthew the 5th chapter, man. You know, and Isaiah 60, where it say, "Arise and shine, for thy light is come," man.
Yep.
So many that be wise shall shine as what it say?
It says, and they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament.
Yeah, shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, man. All right, because when you go into the sun and the moon, a lot of times in the scriptures, it's allegorical for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. You know? So this he has set, oh yeah, remember we brought out that Psalms 19? He has set a tabernacle, them in the tabernacle for the sun.
Yeah.
Just roughly paraphrasing, man. You know? So you have the sun and the moon within man, man. You know? And that represents the wisdom and knowledge that Yahweh Shem Shah has bestowed upon them, man. You know, through our Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach. That's that everlasting life, man. You know? Because life represents light, you know? Death represents darkness. That's why this place is known as the shadow of death, you know? A land of darkness, you know?
But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
And we in that time right now, man. All right? Literally, Yahweh Shem Shah will tell you about that in Isaiah 34, about how he's divided by lot. He's divided. It's like you get, you can go back to that John 12.
This is in the book of the prophet Isaiah 34 and 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and read.
And this is the prophecy that's happening right now too. You know, you would just, brothers will read this and you be like, oh yo, you gotta seek out of the book of the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. But literally, this is prophecy, man. Because when have you seen young so-called black man really just going into the Bible like that and reading, man? You know, like the other day I was just going through Luke, just reading, man. You know, that's biblical prophecy, man. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read, man. You know. And literally, you can't do that before this time right now, because what it say, Daniel closed up the book into the time of the end, man.
Right.
You know, so you can't just open up the book and read it and understand it before this time had came till we came into this time, man. That's another indicator that we in the time of the end. You know.
Yep. When the vision shall speak.
Yep.
I want to get that word read real quick. Lock here. Because I know in Revelation, Revelation was it 1 and 3?
Reader.
Yeah, You know, that word read ain't just literally reading. You know what I'm saying? But right here, let me see. The word read, Strong's H 7121. It says to call out, recite, read, cry out, proclaim. To call, cry, utter a loud sound. To call into, cry for help, call with name of God, to proclaim, read aloud. I know, that's heavy. When self-read, to summon, invite, call for.
To summon. Wow. Invite or call for, man.
It says call in commission, appoint, call and endow. To call, name, give name to, call by. There's a few more. It says to call oneself, to be called, be proclaimed, be read aloud.
To be read aloud. That's wow. So that, bro, I didn't know it went into all that. You know. God. So that's literally going into the scriptures and reading on the highways and the byways, man.
Yeah, same exact word in the Hebrew. It's the same word for call. It's been used for call more times. 528 times it's been used for call. You know what I'm saying? We know what that's talking about, man.
Dang. And that's what we doing out there. It's like,
the word cried. Come on, man. Same word for cried.
Those who cry inside for all the abomination that's done there in the midst thereof, which is that's another scripture to prove that we supposed to be out here on the highways and the byways, man.
Yep.
You know? Yep. For brothers who say that, we don't have to come out here, man. That's another indicator right there that we supposed to be out here, man. You know? What the hell, you gonna cry out in your house? You gonna call out in your house to who?
Well, I'm gonna read the rest. I just want to see if that's the same word. might be a different word. In Habakkuk 2, which talks about he may run
okay.
that readeth. It's the same word. The same word.
Dang.
He may run that readeth.
Ooh, that he
Same
may
word.
run that readeth it.
Yeah.
What that when you run the readeth it, well, because I think we went into that word one time. That's literally talking about like making haste. If I'm not mistaken, matter of fact, you can look it up one more time. But if you run when you read something, that means you take action, man. You know, the action we were supposed to take when we read these scriptures in these last times was to come out to the highways and the byways. You know what I'm saying? Then when when we call out to others, it's for them to make haste, for them to do the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, and get right with Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, that's what it's all about.
Gone. Yeah, like a football, you got a playbook. I mean, it's used to do stuff. You ain't gonna just read a playbook and you just gonna sit there and do nothing.
Right,
Nah,
God.
You running. You
God.
really gonna be running when you read it,
you're
man.
gonna learn how to run the play.
Run out,
You know
run
what I'm
the play,
saying?
Yeah. God. Yep. We're back in Isaiah 34 and 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them.
Woo! For my mouth it have commanded, and his spirit it have gathered them, man. And who is that talking about? That's those that's the many who have are gonna wake up to everlasting life, and some who gonna wake up to everlasting shame too. You know? My spirit it have gathered them. Why? Because many are called, but few are chosen, man. You know? So you got some that's gonna wake up to this truth, all right, and teach this word, but ultimately they're not gonna keep and hold thy fast until what thou hast until Yahushua Mashiach comes. So they're not gonna receive everlasting life, and ultimately that's gonna be their everlasting shame and contempt because I couldn't hold on to the ball. You know, that's just like fumbling in clutch time. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like you in the fourth quarter on the 1 yard line, you about to win the game and you fumble. Oh, Russell Wilson in the Super Bowl.
That was painful. Yeah.
God, huh?
Yep.
You threw an interception on a 1 yard line. You was about to win the game, man. You know? That's everlasting shame and contempt, man.
Yeah.
You probably still haunted about that to this day.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Verse 17, and he hath cast a lot for them, and his hand hath divided it unto them by line.
So he said he has cast a lot for them, and his hand have divided to them by line, man. All right. So Yahweh Shem Shah, he has given different men certain lots, just like Daniel, which we was reading about in Daniel the 12th chapter about how he was his lot was to close the book until the time of the end, man. You know, which Daniel is back now in the reincarnation, man. You know. Yep. And what is he doing? He's opened up the book that Yahweh Shem Shah told him to close. You know. And proclaiming it unto others, you know.
It says, they shall possess it forever, from generation to generation they shall dwell therein.
Just like Daniel, you know. So Daniel back now, here today, doing exactly what Yahweh Shem Shah told him to do, man. You know. He closed the book until the time of the end, which we're in the time of the end right now, and now the book is being opened, man. You know. Pertaining to Revelation, the 5th chapter, man. Which, Lord willing, we can go into that a little bit, you know.
You want more in Daniel 12?
Let's go back to,
All right, back in Daniel 12,
Where are you good? Start off 3, 4, and jump out 8.
back in Daniel 12 and 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro.
Why? Because Yahweh Shem Shah has cast lot for them, and he has divided to them, divided it unto them by line, man. You know, and they shall possess it and dwell in it forever and ever. That's why many are gonna run to and fro, man. You know, why? Because Yahweh Shem Shah set a lot for every single person, man. You know, some he set a lot for them to receive this word and receive everlasting life, and some he's set for them to receive this word and receive everlasting shame and contempt, man. But either way, that's your lot, man. You know, that's set up for you. You know, which Lord willing, we wake up to everlasting life. You know.
God. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
And knowledge shall be increased, man. We're in that time right now because the knowledge of wickedness has ultimately increased to a super high level, man. You know, which Sirach 19 talk about how the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. You know, then they speak about it in 1 Corinthians the third chapter about how Yahweh Shem Shah has made the wisdom of this world foolishness, man. You know,
So that's why how wisdom is increased, because wisdom of wickedness is on such a high level, you know, that you got people that they can do, they're wise to do all type of wicked things, man. Like, what's the example of that? Rolling blunts, you know, pouring up lean, you know, making concoctions, you know, trannies getting sex changed, man. You know, the knowledge of wickedness has increased to a maximum level, man. And also the knowledge of righteousness has increased to a maximum level. Because what it tell you in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah. And then you read up one more verse from that, it says, behold, it is not of the Lord. Matter of fact, let's get there real quick. Go back to Habakkuk 2 and 13 and 14.
Con. This is the book of Habakkuk 2 and 13. It says, behold, it is not of the Lord of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity.
Yeah, so Yahweh Shema Shah, basically, in other words, he ain't got us doing this for nothing. You know what I'm saying? We're doing this work for a reason, man. Why? Because many gonna wake up to everlasting life, and some to everlasting shame and contempt, man. You know? So literally, when we out here prophesizing this word, Lord willing, this is gonna bring forth salvation unto us, man. You know? Because if you don't take heed unto this word and hearken unto this word and receive everlasting life, you're gonna be destroyed, man. You know? So but it say the Lord is it's not of the Lord for us to weary ourselves in vanity, man, and labor for no reason, man. All right. Ultimately, it's for what the Lord, he has good thoughts towards us, man. Like it says in I believe Jeremiah the 29th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. You know.
Con. It says, behold, verse 14, for the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord.
Right, so that's what's going on, man. Basically, even if you don't receive this word and hearken unto it and, you know, be converted, you still got filled with the knowledge, man. You know, the knowledge is still went out, man. You know, that's the whole point, man. You know.
It says, for the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, as the waters cover the sea.
As the waters cover the sea, man. All right, so basically, either you can know you're an Israelite and not do nothing about it, but still you know you're an Israelite, man. You know? You can know about Israel and not acknowledge Israel as the forthcoming ruling powers, but still, it don't matter, they still gonna be the forthcoming ruling powers, man. The knowledge is out here though, man. That's why knowledge is increased on such a high level, man. You know? The earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the Lord, whether it's you use because wisdom should not dwell in a malicious soul. So just if you know of it, you still know of the knowledge of Yahweh Shema Shai. It's still out here, you know, or if you're actually using it, you know. But knowledge is increased either way, man, you know.
Nah. This is back in Daniel 12 and 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
And that's another indicator that we're in the time of the end. Why? Because knowledge is increased on such a high level, man. What they call this the age of information, man. The information age, you know. You can just go on the internet and type in pretty much literally anything you want, and it'll pop up, man. You know.
Yep. It goes back to what you brought out. Seek out the book and seek out the Lord and read. You can literally type it in. You can seek the Lord through these devices, man. You know, through the unicorn, man. Verse 8 says, and I heard, but understand not, and said I, O my Lord, what shall be the end of these things? And he said,
so Daniel didn't understand at that time. But now you got Daniel back in this time right now, breaking down what Yahweh Shema Shai gave to him, man. You know? Like, hold on, the time of the end, how I'm going to know when the end is? Because Yahweh Shema Shai told Daniel to set up, close the book until the time of the end, which lets you know that you couldn't just easily just go in this book and just break it down, man. Now it's letting you know we in the time of the end. Why? Because you can go into the scriptures and break it down now, you know?
Yep. Verse 9, and he said, go thy way, Daniel, For the words are closed up and sealed till the time of the end.
Right, so Yahweh Shemashah told him, like, basically you'll understand when it's time for you to understand. Just like, your pops be like, you don't understand this one right now, but when you get grown, you'll understand, you know. Yep. You'll know when you get grown, you know. Just like it'd be like, certain stuff, my stepdad or my mom used to do. And I ain't understand why they did it, but now that I'm a parent, I understand why they did that, you know. You had to wait until the appointed time, you know.
It says, verse 10, many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand.
Yeah, right. So Yahweh Shemashah telling Daniel, what's going to happen in the end times, man. All right, many going to be purified and made white, man. Keep thy garments white. What is that talking about? You putting on a white T-shirt and keeping it clean? That's signification or personification for you keeping this knowledge aright, man. Holding fast unto the doctrine that you have learned, man. Continue thou in the things that thou hast learned,
Yep. Like they say in the world, if you knew better, you do better.
God.
Yep. You want me to
Yeah. Which word? Hold on. Okay, yeah, that's it. You got something else?
I was thinking about Matthew 24, but you have something?
You bring out what you got. So like, I think I want to
Okay, fine. This is St. Matthew chapter 24. And let me start off.
Sorry.
I was thinking about just getting that point though, where it talks about the Great Tribulation.
Oh, okay, yeah, Kyle, you got it. Yeah.
Yeah. This is Matthew 24. Let me see, it's a lot here. Verse 21. It says, "For then shall be a great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. It says, and except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened." No, and the elect's sake, that's those men, those wise men who shall understand. In Daniel 12th chapter, man. Ultimately, Michael the archangel, all right, who's going to come and deliver, man, the elect. Let's jump down to verse 29. "Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light." We was just talking about that, the sun and moon, the knowledge, man.
Yep.
It says, "And the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken." It says, "And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven."
Right. And that's not selective. And when they talk about the powers of the heaven shall be shaken, they ain't talking about Michael the archangel and Uriel up there like, up there shaking, man. They're talking about the powers of this current heaven, man. Which is Esau's kingdom, man. All right. It tell you about that in Ecclesiastes 12 too, when it say in the day where the keepers of the house shall tremble, that's the stars of heaven being shaken. I mean the powers of heaven and the stars, not giving forth their light, man. Why? Because wisdom is perished in teeming, Wisdom is perished in teeming, man.
God. It says, "And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory."
And that's going back into what we was touching into when we picked off camp, man. That's when Yahweh Shemashah gonna come with the host of heaven, man. With them angels, man. With them so-called UFOs, man. All right, getting ready to get busy on you people, man. All those who are not purified, man. All those who don't have their garment white, man. All right, you're gonna get your ass washed up,
"And he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect."
And they shall get select. You got it, select.
"And they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other."
Right, so that lets you know that our people are scattered all amongst all nations, man. All right, because it said he should gather the elect from the four winds, man. All right,
So he's gonna get his people from all over the earth, man. You know?
Yep. 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 Let's come about the children of our people. That's the Israelites.
Nah.
What I had earlier.
Nah. Yeah, that great multitude is not talking about Ishmaelites and Elamites and Moabites, man. All right, and Edomites, man. All right. That's talking about our people who are scattered amongst all nations, man. You know?
Yep. Yep. God. Yeah, I mean, that was the only point I wanted to make.
Okay. I thought you wanted to rock out a little bit, Jay. Yeah, that was good. I mean, yeah, let's get out here on this. Matter of fact, we will read Ecclesiastes 12 again, and then go to Isaiah 11. Because, and guess what? Those the elect who are delivered from the four winds of the earth, those are of the many who should be tried and purified, man. You know? Because no matter where you at, if you're an Israelite, you're going to be tried, man. No matter where you at, man.
Yep. God. Yep. They shall wear out the saints.
God. When thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, man.
Yep.
They're going to being tested or tried, man. You know?
Yep.
And if you make it through that trial, then Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna approve you. You know?
So Ecclesiastes 12 and where?
1.
Oh, count. It's Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. It says, remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
And that's what we brought out to that brother, man. Because ultimately, you know, you smoking cigarettes, man. You know, you got the clean shape up and the clean beard, man. You know, you bullshitting around, man. All right. You know, ultimately, man, look, man, you got, if you know that the Lord is bringing drama, man, you got to get your life together, man. You know, why for the Lord end up bringing that drama on you, man?
Yep.
You know?
I was just, that was it on that, or we get verse 2?
Yeah, okay.
Say what?
You can read that verse.
It says, remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not.
Why the evil days come not, man? All right, because obviously we're in the end, which we know, like the brother Karaf brought out while he was here, you know, in Amos the 5th chapter, you know, how the day of the Lord is darkness and not light, man. You know, the day of the Lord is going to be like one who escaped the lion and ran into a bear and a serpent met him, man. You know, so we know that the day of the Lord ain't going to be nothing pretty. It's going to be an evil, bad time, you know.
God.
So your ass better get right with Yahweh Shema Shai for this day come, because why? When that day come, what woe to you who desire the day of the Lord, you know? So if you think, oh, okay, the day of the Lord just gonna be something easy or something sweet out here, man, the day of the Lord gonna be horrible and horrendous, man, you know? So you gotta have your mind prepped for something like that, man. You know, you gotta be right with you gotta have some kind of like they say in the word, a personal relationship with God. You know, you gotta have some kind of, like, man, I feel like me and Yahweh Shema Shai got a little bit of something, you know, to be able to sustain in a time like that, man. Yep. You know.
Yep. It says, remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Yeah, while thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them, man. You know? So right now, you know, you ain't per se gotta serve Yahweh Shema Shai, what you do, you know? But we, you know, in the kingdom of heaven, you're gonna have to serve Yahweh Shema Shai. Yahweh Shema Shai gonna make you do it anyway. Gonna make you a spiritual robot, you know?
Yeah.
But ultimately, you know, right now, you got so-called leisure time, you know?
Yeah.
Where you can be like, okay, I can go do this and that, you know?
Yeah, kind. Like, you know, like in school, like homework due a certain day. You know what I'm saying? You look at, okay, I got time. I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, chill out. You know what I'm saying? Then that day come, you know, Jake want to do it last minute or something like that. Hey, man, you don't want to have that mentality when it comes to this, man.
Hell no.
That day gonna come as a thief in the night if you ain't preparing.
Nah. Yup.
You gotta make no tearing, man.
So when it come, it done came, man. and ain't no turning back, man.
Right. It's
You know?
too late for you. Prepare it. You know what I mean? It's that day now.
God, huh?
You're there now. Jacob's Trouble's now. You know what I'm saying?
God, huh? So what you gonna do now? You trying to study in Jacob's trouble, man. You got all out hell breaking loose around you. You trying to study, man.
Right. In the middle of the purge. You know what I'm saying? All the Christians are now hunters. Now you want to study?
Trying to think of precepts and stuff, man. You better have them precepts stored, you know?
God. Because Revelations 3:10, man. You know? Most High, he's going to preserve, he's going to keep particular people from the hour of temptation, man. And then only men who run that readeth, man. You know? If you ain't fully understanding, all right? If you're not one of those men who are wise, you know, in the book of Daniel 12, you know, ultimately you ain't going to be kept. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to be preserved, man. You ain't going to be delivered out of here, man. You're going to be that stubble, you know, in Malachi.
Yep.
All that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Yep, great point. Because ultimately the scriptures speak about how you're supposed to pray in haste for the days to be shortened, man. All right, why? Because you're trying to hurry up and get through what Yahweh Shema Shai finna bring, man. You know? Man, when Yahweh Shema Shai finna be so ugly, you like, man, I gotta get through that. Like, come on, let's hurry up, man. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be some hardcore stuff, man. You know? That's why we praying that days be short so we can try to get this over with, man. You know? Because this is gonna be hard, man. You know?
Yep.
Read down a little bit. Go down like 3 or 4.
It says, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened.
Yeah, and that going to what we was touching about the sun and the moon, man, which represents the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shema Shai, man, which is easily accessible unto you, man. We brought it out in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, about how the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the earth, with the knowledge of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, as the waters cover the sea, you know. So the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shema Shai is easily accessible unto you, man. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased, man.
Yep.
You know, so knowledge is out here for you to get, man. You know, you got the brothers back there, man. You know,
God, literally, you got brothers back here preaching, man.
you know, so you can easily go get the word, man. You know, you don't have no excuse when that time come, man. You know,
Yep. You know, and that's part of the trumpets and seals too. I believe that might be the fourth trumpet and seal. You know what I'm saying? That knowledge being increased. You know what I'm saying? But right now we're at that 5th trumpet. So, you know what I'm saying? But that's ultimately prophecy, man. You know, the fact that men of the Lord are going to be waking up, man. You know, the knowledge being increased, man. You know, you could say, you know, start from not starting, but you know, Nat Turner. You know, the spirit was on him. You know what I'm saying? From doing what? From reading the Bible, man.
Yep.
Didn't that led to what they call slave rebellions? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, he literally ran when he read it. He may run who read it, man.
Yep. Yep. It was said that Harriet Tubman knew that she was a Hebrew Israelite.
Woo! I went out there.
You know what I'm saying? I think
out
her like her great-great-grandchildren or something like that they was talking about. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
You know what I'm saying? She was a Hebrew Israelite.
That's wild.
I think I saw a picture with her with fringes on. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And like one of them old pictures, like she
Yeah.
had fringes on, I think.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's heavy. I didn't even know that. That's heavy.
God, that's a lesson right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got really go in.
And then when you see a lot of pictures of her too, she used to always have her head rubbed.
Yep. It says, while the sun or the light or the moon or stars be not darkened.
Yeah, why the and it's letting you know that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is literally representation for the sun, the moon, the light. You know, that like we was bringing out earlier, man. You know, that's literal. That's literally parabolic for that, man. You know.
Yep. Nor the clouds return after the rain. It says in the
and that link up with Isaiah 55 when it say when Yahweh Shema Shai speak about how, matter of fact, let's get it up. Isaiah 55. Hold that real quick. Because it speak about all the rain going forth and budding, and it was describing it, you know, applying it to the word, you know. Started Isaiah 55. Yeah, 10. Sorry.
Con. This is the prophet Isaiah 55, verse 10. It says, For as the rain
It's like-
cometh down,
So you read 6. Well, no, read that and then jump to 6. It's like,
for as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and make it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
so that literally link up what we just, you bring that Ecclesiastes 12 back out real quick, and then just hold that. I want to read 6 in there. Just, when it said, because it was talking about the rain. When the rain,
It says, while the Ecclesiastes 12 and 2, while the sun or light or the moon or stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain.
nor the clouds return after the rain, which, you know, it talked about how the rain go up down and send forth and causes things to bud, you know. So and then it returns after it done caused things to bud, and that's parabolic for the word of Yahweh Shema Shah. It goes out like the rain, you know, and then those who are meant to grow from it and bud from it, grow from it and bud from it, and then it returns, man, you know. So that's so that those clouds and that rain is representation for the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shema Shah as well, you know. Yes,
Yeah, I'm gonna find a little one out. But that was on there.
we can read the Isaiah 55 and 6, brother, sir.
Back in Isaiah 55, Isaiah 55 and verse 6, it says, Seek ye the Lord while he may be found.
Yeah, seek ye the Lord while he may be found, man. All right, because we're coming into a time where Yahweh Shema Shah is going to withdraw his men from out here, man. You know, he's going to withdraw his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. You know,
God.
he's finna bring back his clouds, man. Why? Because they've done what they needed to do. You know, his word didn't go out void. Ultimately, the many who were purified and made white from the word, they were purified and made white from the word. You know, and those who was doing wickedly, they did wickedly, man. Why? Because that was their lots, man. You know, and ultimately, the word did what it needed to do, man. You know, it brought in who it needed to bring in, and it didn't bring in who it didn't need to bring in, man. So the sheep's been separated from the goats, man. You know.
God.
Now it's open season, you know, pertaining to Revelation the 7th chapter, man. You know. Yep.
It says, Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near.
Yeah, call ye upon him while he is near, man. All right. Because Yahweh Shema Shah, he ain't no personal genie out here, man. All right. Yahweh Shema Shah ain't got us out here for your pleasure, man. All right. You wanna turn on a video and laugh, man. Or I wanna watch somebody get cut, you know. Or I wanna look at these, we want all the smoke, you know. I wanna see the nigga woman get cursed out, man. I wanna see somebody cuss out some niggas, man. Or I like how he talk, man. Yahweh Shema Shah ain't set this up for your entertainment, man. You know. This is life or death.
That's right.
This is life or death, bro. You know, Jake just think this song we just out here talking. Yahweh Shema Shah ain't got us out here for your damn pleasure, man. You know, he ain't got us out here for you to have laughs and giggles. You know, that's not what it's about, man. You know, hey, the Lord gonna get you. The Lord gonna get you. All right.
You think he's talking to you?
Oh, I don't know who he was talking to. Well, either way, the Lord still gonna get you.
Yeah.
The Lord gonna get you, man. You know.
Either way, that's Satan, man. Yeah.
Con.
Like, you know what I'm saying? How the hell, you know what I'm saying? You know how you're talking some shit around the prophets. Right?
Con. I mean, who else was you talking to? I mean, unless he was looking at Big Judah.
You know, he probably just, when he was looking towards us.
Yeah, it seemed like he was kind of looking towards the brother Wade. But either way, still, the Lord gonna get you, man. You know, whoever the fuck you to, the Lord gonna get your ass, man.
God. That was on that?
Nah, you want here you got men out here reading out the Bible. You talking about bitch ass nigga, man? No, you the bitch ass nigga, man. All right. Why your ass ain't out here on the highways and byways servicing your Yahweh Shema Shah, man? All right.
That's bitch ass nigga shit right there, man. You know, not serving your power, man. Serving your own belly, man. That's hoe shit. You know, that's bitch shit. That's something a woman would do, man. See, women, they can't come out here, man. All right. You know, women can't come out here and do the work. You a full grown ass man. You ain't coming out here and doing the work. That's bitch shit, man. That's something a woman would do, man. You know, you want to call somebody a bitch ass nigga? That's you. You know.
This is the book of Job 37 and 17. Job 39 and 17.
Oh man.
It says, because the Most High have deprived her of wisdom.
Yeah, Yahweh Shemashah deprived her of wisdom, man. Because when you go into that word son in the Hebrew, you know, it's talking about sons and daughters. You know, it's bond.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So it's so you can be a man that's a woman, man. Well, ultimately, if your ass ain't on the highways and the byways servicing Yahweh Shemashah, you a sister. You know,
Aqua.
you aqua. You know, unless you getting studied up and approved up to come out here and do the work, man. You know, that's the only excuse you got not to be doing the work, man. It's because you getting built up to do it. You know,
Yep.
that's it, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Otherwise you a female, man.
Yeah, but well, Most High, He have mercy on who He has mercy on. But that's you don't want to play with that fire, man. You don't take that risk. Like, I'm a believer. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Lord willing, man.
Nah.
Lord willing, you are a believer.
God,
'Cause
yeah,
the scriptures talk about it. If you really believe, you're gonna be believing as the scriptures have said.
Woo! Oh, he that believeth on me, out of his belly shall flow fountains of living waters.
Yeah.
What that living water talking about? That's talking about you spitting up mucus or something? No, that's talking about the scriptures, you know?
God. Yep. That's right, buddy.
Yo, did you bring out that other verse? It's like, I'm like,
Yeah. Oh yeah, con. Yeah. No, you good.
hey, you jumped the gun
It
because you found it out.
says, it says back in Job 39 and verse 17, it says, because Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, deprived her of wisdom, neither hath He imparted to her understanding.
Right, so the woman, Yahweh Shemashah, he didn't give them the ability to be able to come out here and do this work, man. But as a man, Yahweh Shemashah actually gave you leeway to be able to do this work, man. You know? And a woman, she's completely bugged out, man. Like it's this one woman, you know, which come to find out she was married, you know what I'm saying? Zesto,
Okay, con.
you know what I'm saying? Like, come to find out she was married, you know? And I was trying to tell her, like, look, man, you got a husband, but she cannot get it through her skull, you know? I'm like, that's your husband, man. You know what I'm saying? She's like, well, what if he's married? No, that's your husband, asshole. You cannot leave him, you know? But they let you know that they weren't giving wisdom, man. You know? They weren't giving wisdom, man. She's like, but I'm giving her scriptures like you're his husband. You know? That's your husband, man. You know? Regardless of what you think. And she cannot understand it. You know?
Yep.
That literally let you know that he is not departing unto her wisdom, man. You know?
Yep.
To the woman wisdom.
I guess we kind of can touch on that unless you want to just. You got something you want to get? We got a couple just to get that point.
Okay, con. Because we can. Spirit is spirit, though. You know, we don't never really go into this like this, but hey,
Con.
it's a spirit. Because I do got a quick point I want to touch on about this.
Okay, con.
Go ahead, bro. I got a quick point to add too.
1 Corinthians 11 and verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is the Most High.
So we are women, literally. We're the wives of our Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach, man. You know, but we're wives. Us being the wives of Yahweh Shah Mashiach, we have a certain authority that women that are under the man don't have. You know, we have the ability to be able to come out here, and we have the ability to be able to possess wisdom, man. You know, so within that, you know, we're supposed to do that, man. Why? Because that's what our husband told us to do. Just like if you got a husband and he tell you to do something, you got to do it, man. You know, you can't be like, oh no, I don't like what you said. No, you got to do it, man. You know, point blank, period, man. You know, ifs, ands, and buts about that, man. You know.
Con. I was gonna get
was gonna make a point with that little woman I find. You know what I'm saying?
You know, the scripture where it's like, if a woman makes a vow.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I know it's Exodus 30 or 33, one of them.
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what it is.
This, just to back up the brother, let me bring this out. This, it's Sirach. This, Sirach, chapter 36.
Numbers 30. That's
Oh,
what
okay,
I
Con.
found it.
Oh, yeah, 30 and 2.
Yeah.
Con.
Yeah.
Yeah, Con, you got it.
This is Numbers chapter 30, verse 2. It says, if a man vow a vow, well, let me just start there. It says, if a man vow a vow unto the Lord or swear an oath to bind his soul with a bond, he shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceedeth out of his mouth.
Woo-wee! You know? So that's heavy. And that's why the nation of Israel in the position that we in right now, man. All right, why? Because we made a vow and an oath unto the Lord, man. Which those words are similar to the word covenant, man. You know, like a promise, man. An oath, a vow. You know, you say you're gonna do something. Which a man, he stand on his word, man. You know, they say that in the world, a man, you're a man of your word.
Right.
You know, a man stands on his word.
Right.
You know,
Yep.
and that's what Yahweh Shemel Shah is all about, man. If you say something, you better be about it, man. You know?
Yep. Yep. It says, verse 3, if a woman also vow a vow unto the Lord and bind herself by a bond, being in her father's house in her youth, and her father hear her vow, and her bond wherewith she hath bound her soul, and her father shall hold his peace at her, then all her vows shall stand, every bond wherewith she hath bound her soul shall stand.
Yeah, so just like if a woman, you know, a daughter of her father, she was like, well, look, I vowed to be chaste until I'm 25 years old, man. You know, and she do that in her father's house. Her father got to be accepting of that, man. You know.
Well, I mean, he had the choice. You know what I'm saying?
Slut.
Nah, it goes into it, but that's the point I was going to make in 1 Corinthians 11, that the man is the head, whether it's the father
Oh, yeah,
or
con,
the husband.
right,
The man has the last word.
Con, yeah, con.
You know what I mean?
Con, yeah,
Just
con.
yeah,
because it go into it. So like it, brother.
Con. It says, verse 3, I'm just read that again. It says, if a woman also vow a vow unto the Lord and bind herself by a bond, being in her father's house in her youth, and her father hear the vow, and her bond wherewith she hath bound her soul, and her father shall hold his peace at her, then all her vows shall stand, every bond wherewith she hath bound her soul shall stand.
Yeah, con. If he agrees with
If he agrees with it. If he don't say nothing, if he let it rock, you know what I'm saying, then it's good.
Right, con.
But it goes into it. Verse 4, it says, verse 5, but if her father disallow her in the day that he heareth, not any of her vows or of her bonds wherewith she hath bound her soul shall stand, and the Lord shall forgive her, because her father disallowed her.
Con. So yeah, if the father approves it and he says okay, he can't go back on it. Like if she say okay, I'm gonna be chaste until the time I'm 25. You know, the father can't just give her away in marriage. You know, because the father's got the ability to give his daughter away in marriage. You know, but if he says no, then you know she can't do it. You know,
Right. Con. And it goes the same for the husband. It goes into it. It says, verse 6, and if she had at all an husband when she vowed, or uttereth aught out of her lips wherewith she bound her soul, and her husband heard it, and held his peace at her in the day that he heard it, then her vow shall stand, and her bonds wherewith she bound her soul shall stand. But if her husband disallowed her on the day that he heard it, then he shall make her vow which she vowed, and that which she uttered with her lips wherewith she bound her soul of none effect, and the Lord shall forgive her.
Yeah, so basically, going back to First Corinthians 11, man. You know, ultimately, you know, you got to do what the master told you to do, man. You know, when we made a vow before the Lord that we was gonna serve Him with all our heart and all our soul, man. You know, so ultimately that's what we got to do, man. Regardless of if you remember it or not, man. Yahweh Shemel Shah, he remembered and he agreed with it. You know, he agreed with it. You know.
So it is what it is, man. You know.
Yep. You have something?
Sirach 36 and 24. Because I want you to answer this word possession.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 36, verse 24. It says, he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, a pillar of rest.
Nah, you look that word possession up, the synonym for it. So it say, he that beginneth a wife getteth a possession. So once you get a wife, that becomes your possession, which we're a possession unto Yahweh Shah Mashiach, you know?
Come.
Well, I tell you, we're slaves. We're slaves to Yahweh Shah, man. You know, we're debtors, you know?
Yep. That word possession in the Google, it says the state of having, owning, or controlling something. The synonym says ownership, proprietorship, control, hands, keeping, care, custody, charge, hold, title, guardianship, seize, appropriate, impound, expropriate, sequestrate, sequester, confiscate, take, get, acquire, obtain, secure, procure, get hold of, occupy, conquer, capture, commandeer, requisition, distrain, attach.
So ownership.
This is there's three of them. This is one of the property. The first one was the state of having, owning, controlling something. Then there's goes into the other item of property. You know what I'm saying? That's probably not what you want.
Okay, yeah, con. And an item of property going, what that synonym, chattel? Read some of the synonyms for that and then get that word chattel.
Come. It says an item of property, something belonging to one. It says asset, thing, article, chattel. Let me get that word chattel. It says a personal possession. Belongings, things, property, worldly goods. It says stuff, assets. It says luggage, baggage, bits and pieces, movables, valuables, goods and chattel, gear, junk.
So you see, it touched on chattel twice. Get that word chattel out. So another word for possession can be an item or something, an item or a belonging that belongs to you, you know, or that you own, so to speak, or that's your property, you know. So that's what a wife is. And a word that's synonymous with the word possession in that definition is chattel, you know. Which when you go into this word chattel, one of the synonyms for it is slave. So your wife, because a woman that asks, okay, is an Israelite woman supposed to be a slave to the Israelite man? Well, technically she does, you know. Yep. Just like, because we're slaves to Yahweh Shah Mashiach, man. You know, it tell you about that in the script. Man, can we pull that up? Slave to righteousness, or slave? Slave. You know what I'm talking about? Apostle Paul was speaking about it. Is it 1 Corinthians 6?
I don't see no word. The only time slave was used, I see Jeremiah.
Bondage. Servant. Servants to righteousness or something like that. Oh, okay, it's Romans 6. Romans 6 and 16.
Romans 6 and 16, it says, know ye not that to whom ye yield yourselves servants to obey, his servants ye are to whom ye obey, whether of sin unto death or of obedience unto righteousness.
Right. So ultimately, because you could be a servant to the flesh, just like ultimately, like if your husband, like we was touching on earlier, your husband can say something that you don't necessarily agree with, all right, but you gotta rock with it, man. And that's just like ultimately, if you made yourself a servant unto sin, Yahweh Shai gonna give you over to that, man. He gonna give you over to that, which ultimately you're gonna be destroyed from it, but he'll give you over to that, man. So you could be a servant to sin, or you could be a servant to righteousness, man. Which ultimately, we're supposed to be servants to righteousness, man. We're supposed to be servants and slaves unto Yahweh Shai Mashiach, man. All right, so we're supposed to give ourselves over to him, regardless of what we feel, man. So that's why a man's supposed to be out here on the highways and the byways, regardless of how he feel, man.
Nah, I wanted to think about something,
Whole lot of hand fisting, man.
So what?
Whole lot of hand fisting, man.
Whole lot of heads, yeah.
That's that female stuff, man. You got something?
Nah, it's all good.
You get 1 Peter 2:18.
This is in the book of 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 18. It says, "Servants, be subject to your masters with all fear, not only to the good and gentle, but also to the froward."
So it says, servants, be good. Read that one time out. Bible time.
It says, "Servants, be subject to your masters with all fear."
So servants, be subject to your masters with all fear, man. All right. That goes into the woman with her husband, because she's a servant of her husband, man. That's her master. That's her Lord. Well, the word master is synonymous with the word Lord, man. So you're supposed to be subject to your master with all fear, man. We're supposed to be subject to Yahweh Shai Mashiach with all fear,
Yep. It says, "Servants, be subject to your masters with all fear, not only to the good and gentle, but also to the froward."
But also to the froward, man. So ultimately you could be like, oh, well, he's telling me to do this and that. I don't like it. It's wicked. Because you go into that word froward, it's going into like being wicked, man. So basically, your husband can tell you something that's perverse or wicked, man. If you subject unto him, and you got to do it. Ultimately, why? Because that's your master, man. And really, that's your lot, man.
I just found a cold one. Because I really just wanted to get that word, but let me just get this real quick. I might still get that word. But this is in 1 Corinthians 7, verse 30.
This the sister girl chapter right here.
That's real?
1 Corinthians 7.
Okay, come.
Yeah, they love to go into this chapter, don't know what the hell it's talking about.
Yeah. Let's see this. This is 1 Corinthians 7 and 39. It says, "The wife is bound by the law as long as her husband liveth. But if her husband be dead, she is at liberty to be married to whom she will, only in the Lord."
Only in the Lord.
Right.
Only in the Lord, man. So what still it still means that because the husband, his master was the Lord, So now that the husband's died, now you have to, if you marry unto a new husband, it's got to be unto the Lord, man. It's got to be unto the Lord, man. So you ain't even got liberty if your husband died to just go marry who the hell you want to marry, You got to marry somebody unto the Lord, man. Yahweh Shai Mashiach, Yep. And if you don't, you make a vow with another man, Yahweh Shai Mashiach here, well, that's on you. Now you got to deal with it, Yep.
Wow. Yeah, that was good.
Go down to 1 Peter 2:19.
Come. Back in 1 Peter 2 and 19 it says, "For this is thankworthy if a man for conscience toward the Most High endure grief, suffereth wrongly." It says, "For what glory is it when ye be buffeted for your faults, ye shall take it patiently. But if, when ye do dwell and suffer for it, ye take it patiently, this is acceptable with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua.
Nah. This is acceptable with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua when you take it patiently, man. You know, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua wants you to suffer wrongfully, man. All right. Well, look at Yahweh Mashiach, man. He's the prime example of suffering wrongfully. So you can be like, well, why do I got to go through this? You know, why would the Lord want me to go through this if this is not right? Well, because ultimately Yahweh Yahushua, he's all about chastisement, man. For whom the Lord loveth, he chastens him, man. You know? So Yahweh Yahushua, he like, look, you gotta suffer wrongfully, man. You know, because why? That shows your true gratitude, man. You know? Just like if you don't agree with something, but you still do what your husband tell you to do, you know? What's going on, bro? Well, you still do what your husband tell you to do, although you don't agree with it, you know? That shows how much you truly love him, you know? And that's the same thing with Yahweh Yahushua. Although we don't agree with being under the hand of the damn devil, we still do it because that's acceptable with Yahweh Yahushua, you know?
Fine. When Yahweh Yahushua told Abraham, you know what I'm saying, to take his son Isaac, you know what I'm saying, to sacrifice him. He didn't agree with that, you know what I'm saying, but he went through the works. He was about to go ahead and do it. You know?
Yep, great point. You said read 20 as well.
Yeah, okay, which one?
Oh, you read 20? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, read it one time. So like that.
Come. Verse 20, it says, for what glory is it if when ye be buffeted for your faults, ye shall take it patiently? But if, when ye do dwell and suffer for it, ye take it patiently, this is acceptable with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua.
Nah, that's acceptable with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. All right, when you deal with adversity, man. Why? Because acceptable men are made through the furnace of adversity, man.
Yep.
You know, so that's why Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua put you, because so you might not necessarily want to come out here to the highways and the byways, man. Well, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, if you go out there and do it, that shows Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua that you're worthy, man. All right. Why? Because you put what you wanted to the side for what he wanted, man. You know?
Yep.
Got some other.
Okay. This is in let's see which one we get. This is in the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 26. It says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
To he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, I will give power over the nations, man. All right. Why? Because ultimately, when you do what your master told you to do, you know, it's gonna be a reward from it. Even if you don't get a reward from them, you know, Yahweh Shai gonna give you a reward. Speak about that in Sirach, the 12th chapter, you know. Give unto the godly man, and if you don't receive a reward from him, then you'll receive from Yahweh Shai, man. You know, which ultimately, if you are the nation of Israel, even if you're ungodly, you were made to be godly, man. You know, so when you give unto them and you do for them, that's like you're doing it unto the Lord. You know, ultimately, if you don't receive a payback for them for what you're doing, ultimately Yahweh Shai, he'll pay you back, man. You know, and that's what's gonna happen when we get power over the nations, man. You know, because we subjected ourselves to unto the nations. Now they're gonna have to be subject unto us. You know. Yep. That's You got some more?
Nah, that was really it on that. You got something?
I wanted to get Isaiah. Oh yeah, go to Psalms 2.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 2. Psalms 2 and 8 says, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, in the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
Right, because we was scattered amongst the uttermost parts of the earth where we didn't want to be at, like Babylon, so to speak. You know, we're under the heathen, being subject unto them, which we don't want to do. So Yahweh Shai, he's gonna if we wait patiently, ultimately he's gonna get and in turn reverse that, you know, and give us the uttermost parts of the earth and the heathen for our for a possession, man. You know, and they're gonna become a wife unto us, and they're gonna have to do what we want them to do, regardless if they like it or not. You know. Because even if their husband be dead, you know, even if their husband be dead, they're gonna have to be married unto the Lord. You know, they can remarry, but it's gonna have to be to a husband through the Lord, which ultimately that's parabolic for the nation of Israel. You know. You can read down to 12.
It says, verse 9, it says, thou shalt break them with the rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. It says, be
so we're gonna have to do we're gonna do whatever the hell we want to do with them. They're gonna be our possession, man. Which proves that a wife, she's a possession of the man. She gotta pretty much be subject to whatever the hell the husband tell her to do, you know.
All right. Shalom, bro. Read that part again. It says, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. You know, that goes against what these Christians, they thinking that everybody can be saved. There's no hierarchy in the kingdom. It's all going to be equal. We all equal. Well, how do you explain this, man? The heathen are going to be an inheritance, all right, to the man of the Lord, man. Speaking to the Israelites. You know, the heathen are going to be an inheritance, all right? The uttermost parts of the earth for a possession, you know, which possession and inheritance is synonymous with each other, man. You know? So these heathen, all right, they're created to be possessed, man. You know, back in Genesis the 25th chapter, it was prophesied that Esau will serve his younger brother Jacob, man. You know? That's just how it is, man. You know, the same person who's in rulership now at the end of the world in Babylon, all right, he's going to be a possession, you know, in the kingdom to come, man. You know? How's Lucifer fall down, man? How's Lucifer fall down from heaven, man? You know? Start from these elite baker families on down, man. Hey, Yabashim Shabbat. Shalom, bro. Hey, man, you know, we still here, man.
Tell the brothers they can hit me too, bro. All right, shalom, man. So you got to select what you saying out?
Come. I was just bringing out how Esau, he's going to be an inheritance, man. He's on top right now. You know, just like we brought out before the last time we come out, how this is falling down to the ground. You know what I'm saying? So with these elite baker families, all right, they're going to be headfirst into captivity, man. You know, they're going to be inherited for a possession, man. They're going to be an inheritance, man. They're going to be an inheritance, man. You know? And that's something that, that's the faith and patience of the saints, man. Revelation 13:10, man. He who leaveth into captivity shall go into captivity, man. They're going to be in captivity, man. Scriptures talk about Old Testament, New Testament, man. If you kept reading in Revelation, the second chapter, in verse 27, it talks about it, man. The same thing. Shalom. You know? Revelation 2:27, it says the same thing, man. You know, that these nations are going to be broken into pieces, man. They're going to be an inheritance, man, to the men of the Lord.
You don't wait.
No, I wasn't there. Oh no, where was that? Well, we was just reading from we was in Psalms 2, yeah. Back in Psalms 2, in verse 9, it says, thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, and shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. It says, be wise now, therefore, O ye kings, be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Serve the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Hal-Shai, with fear, and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way, when his wrath is kindled but a little.
And that's what I want, to kiss the Son unless he be angry, man. You know, which they're literally talking about you kiss the Lord, you know. No, that's talking about do what he told you to do, you know, which is abide by this word, man. Hold fast unto this word, man. You know, lest he get angry with your ass, man. do what your husband tell you to do unless he get angry with you, man. You know? Yeah, that's it.
Gone.
Okay.
Hey, so with that, you want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone who were well. Peace and salutations to all sincere Aki and enduring afflictions, making the calling election sure. All right, keep fighting, keep praying, keep studying and fasting. We almost up out of here. Shalom.
Shalom.
Ababa Ball,
Abba
DTA.
Ball.